Now 43 after the hour. Next, 80 million record albums, 5 Grammys, 2 Emmys. Our next guest now has a second movie to her credit. And Good Morning America continues here on ABC.
Hi, I'm Whitney Houston, and I'm in New York. Good Morning America.
14 minutes now before the hour. The first time Whitney Houston ever made a movie, it made $400 million at the box office. With The Bodyguard, she proved that her talent is as electric on the big screen as it is on the concert stage. Well, Waiting to Exhale is her much-anticipated follow-up, and I recently spoke to Whitney Houston about this film, revolving around 4 women who see each other through the pitfalls of the relationships with the men in their lives.
At least he told you he was married.
Yeah, but see, I'm not your average 24-year-old girl who's willing to wait around and count the days, see? I'm 33 years old.
Ooh, good.
And I still look good.
This is movie number 2 for you. What'd you learn from number 1?
I thought I'd learn not to do another movie, but I didn't. I didn't. But Exhale was such a great script, and it was such an important film for me to do.
Tell me what the movie says.
It just focuses on sisterhood, because we've always, I think, seen the brotherhood side of movies a lot more often than we've seen the sisterhood.
These women pick lousy guys for the most part.
Well, I wouldn't say they're lousy. I just say they're guys.
Is that redundant?
Well, I think that people, men and women alike, are not perfect, and we all have our flaws.
Marianne Williamson in her lectures has a good line. She says, the problem is not that you meet these kind of men, it's that you give them your phone numbers.
She's got a point.
Why is it that women like this would stay with these kinds of guys? Or even give them the time of day?
Well, I think love is where you find it. I think it comes in many different forms. I think we also, in the movie, learned about ourselves. We learn our own strengths and our own powers and what we have in ourselves, that we don't need men to validate our lives.
First of all, Ma, I am sick of you telling me how I should live my life, who you think I should love, marry. Ma, I'm sick of it.
Don't you raise your voice at me.
Mama, I'm 33 years old and I live alone.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yes, and I may have to accept the fact that I may live alone for the rest of my life.
Is this story particularly black? Could it have been made with a white cast?
Sure. I think every woman will understand and experience what they will see on film. I'm sure that they have experienced. I think every man will see themselves in this movie.
When you're acting, can you put aside the fact that you think of yourself as a singer? When you sing, can you put aside the acting part?
Sometimes in acting, there is a fluidness that happens that I feel also on stage. Things just happen, and they happen naturally. As opposed to acting, I have to remember my mark, I have to remember my lines, I have to remember that the lighting is over here, so I have to, kind of get into that.
Title cut.
It hasn't happened yet. As a matter of fact, I tried to avoid doing the Exhale soundtrack. I didn't want to do any work on it because I really wanted to do this movie and be dramatic.
Joan and Spencer and I were on an airplane coming back from Los Angeles to New York.
Yeah.
And I'd never seen anything like what happened to you when we got off the plane. You got mobbed by photographers who were not in any way very kind.
No home training at all.
Do you get that all the time?
Not all the time. Fame and fortune's a curious game.
Do you ever want to put it down?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I just go. I just take off. When I'm at home, I am mommy. I am a daughter. I am a wife. I am a niece. I am, I'm a sister. I'm really not Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston is here today.
Days ago, she obviously was a bit hoarse on that day. I asked her if she could sing on the day we talked. She said, not on your life. Takes about a week and a half to get the voice back when you get a cold.
Her first movie, the 1992 smash The Bodyguard with Kevin Costner, made something like $400 million around the world. So did the soundtrack album. Did very well. Didn't make quite that much. But it took Whitney a long time to do another movie. Well, her latest opens today, and now she is waiting to exhale to see if she can strike gold again as an actress.
You see, the more I think about it, the more I look at you, you look like the scum of the earth.
In Waiting to Exhale, four good friends get together to clear the air about the ever-elusive search for love, happiness, and Mr. Right. It's an ironic role that has some parallels to Whitney's recent real-life man troubles. But Whitney says Mr. Right isn't always Mr. Necessary.
Because you don't need anybody but you to complete your life.
And Whitney's personal life hit a sour note back in September when her stormy marriage to bad boy singer Bobby Brown was called off. They are now officially back together. But whatever happens, Whitney can always take comfort in her biggest hit, her baby girl, Bobby Christina.
You've said that motherhood, nothing has been more fulfilling. My daughter teaches me about love every day.
When I think I got a problem, I look at her and those eyes go, oh man, forget that. Yeah, it ain't worth it. Come on, Miss Me, you go out.
And in Waiting to Exhale, Whitney goes out on a limb. For the first time, she's playing an ordinary woman.
I took a pay cut to see if I have what it takes to produce.
People are so used to Whitney Houston and glamorous and, you know, the superstar. And you get a chance to be a regular girl in this.
Yeah, because I am.
You are a regular. There's got to be a side to you. How much of this character is there in Whitney?
I'm a regular, but simple. I'm a simple girl, you know. People think it's, you know, I wake up in the morning and I go, here I am, I'm beautiful. You know, simple.
I still look good. You look good, girl.
But the simple fact is, Whitney is beautiful. And
Whitney says it's taken her so long to do a second film because she's really picky about movies, and she says that she's a singer first and not a trained actress. So she tells me for acting, it requires so much concentration for her that she really has to believe that she can be that character before she takes a part. Well, it didn't take her long to pick her next movie. It's going to be The Preacher's Wife with Denzel Washington. Ooh. She's very good in this film. She's playing the role of Savannah.
And of all of the movies that have opened so far this weekend, lots of them have gotten mediocre reviews. This one, in at least the New York Times and the Washington Post, has gotten very good reviews.
I'm just thrilled as a woman to see this movie come out, and it shows women of color that we come in different sizes, shapes, and colors, and that we all have something to contribute. And it's not a parody. It's not, you know, it's real
life.
Yeah.
And it's an important film and groundbreaking film in that there are 4 African American women up on the screen, their lives, their loves, and if this movie does well, there'll be more. So.
Yeah, no more for Bob.
Stuffed.
He's stuffed.
Yeah. Well, 4 women are waiting. They're waiting for Mr. Right to take their breath away. That's the simple notion which sets the new film Waiting to Exhale in motion. And now, finding herself acting alongside the likes of Whitney Houston, Angela Bassett, and Loretta Devine is a young actress living out a true Cinderella story, Lela Rochon. Lela Rochon is no doubt a hot young face to watch for in the future. We've got her here prepping for a photo shoot for a Detour magazine feature called Hot Faces of '96.
I like being the new kid on the block. I feel very special.
I'll slam dunk him tonight.
In Waiting to Exhale, Lela and her friends Whitney Houston, Angela Bassett, and Loretta Devine all have man troubles.
I hope you find true love and get you some that's so electric you ain't gonna need no blow dryer.
In real life, Lela has also had bad experiences with some male losers out there.
You're dirty, rotten scoundrel. True to life. They're so excited to score. I think sometimes it's this insecurity within men. Oh, this girl's a babe, you know, she's gonna dog me, so let me dog her first.
For one scene in her movie, Lela had to wear next to nothing.
A Kodak moment.
I worked out very hard for it, so I did feel comfortable, but anytime you have to see, you know, your hips as big as a Buick on a screen, it's not fun.
Men watching this guy in action should take note.
He is so wrong because he's so selfish. It's so all about him, and there are a lot of men like that.
Does he think he just did something here? I could have had a V8.
With these four ladies sharing so much in the story, it's easy to see how they could bond in real life, even with a pop diva like Whitney on the set.
She was totally one of the girls. You know, the four of us, we all really felt like girlfriends, and we still are. You know, we talk to each other, we hang out. You know, sometimes we've had dinner a few times since the movie. We really like each other, and I hope and I think that that comes through in the movie.
Pop star Whitney Houston has a new movie out called Waiting to Exhale. In the film, Whitney teams up with 3 other ladies trying to find Mr. Right. Sherry Sylvester tells us if we should hold our breath over this flick.
And though Waiting to Exhale is based on a book of fiction, she says this story is close to her, closer than her first film, The Bodyguard, one of 1992's biggest.
Hell, it's been 5 months, and he has gotten on my last nerve.
Exhale follows 4 women who are looking for Mr. Right, but too often end up with Mr. Wrong. The love in Houston's life is Bobby Brown, whose bad boy image so counters her good girl behavior that they have had to face rumors of a breakup throughout their marriage. Houston does not dignify those reports, preferring to focus on her own memories.
I had the perfect wedding. My wedding was beautiful. I had every flower that I wanted. I did. I had every tooling on my dress. From Paris, I had the most beautiful wedding that I had ever been to. And I was married. I was in it.
And it was mine.
And it was mine.
I just wondered if you had that Ozzie and Harriet fantasy.
No, my mom was a little more realistic than that. She said, girlfriend, let me tell you something. That is a bunch of crap. We are not guaranteed that we are going to get married and find a great guy who's going to take care of us for the rest of our lives and do right by us and have kids and have the White House with the picket fence and all that bull. No, we're not guaranteed that. We found out. So therefore, we have to become our own people and go out and work. And maybe even take care of our own children by ourselves sometimes. You know, go out, make the money for the bacon, get the bacon, come home and cook it, and put it on the table.
Mama, I'm 33 years old and I live alone.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yes, and I may have to accept the fact that I may live alone for the rest of my life.
Do you think it's possible to do it all, to have it all?
No. I don't think it's possible to have it all. Who wants it all? It's a lot to handle. Just want just the pieces that are mine, that are good. And then I did it. I closed my eyes and I exhaled.
Sherry Sylvester's Los Angeles.
And Whitney's new movie is the leader at the box office this Christmas weekend. Waiting to Exhale is the #1 film, earning $13 million its first weekend.
Everybody knows that Whitney Houston has a breathtaking voice.
It's true, and with Waiting to Exhale, we get to see her acting skills for only the second time.
In fact, Whitney recently spoke with Sherry Sylvester about her life on screen and her
Houston has lived through her own professional highs and personal lows, and though Waiting to Exhale is based on a book of fiction, she says this story is close to her, Closer than her first film, The Bodyguard, one of 1992's biggest.
Hell, it's been 5 months. And he has gotten on my last nerve.
Exhale follows 4 women who are looking for Mr. Right, but too often end up with Mr. Wrong. The love in Houston's life is Bobby Brown, whose bad boy image so counters her good girl behavior that they have had to face rumors of a breakup throughout their marriage. Houston does not dignify those reports, preferring to focus on her own memories.
I had the perfect wedding. My wedding was beautiful. I had every flower that I wanted. I did. I had every tooling on my dress. From Paris, I had the most beautiful wedding that I had ever been to. And I was married. I was in it.
And it was mine.
And it was mine.
I just wondered if you had that Ozzie and Harriet fantasy.
No, my mom was a little more realistic than that. She said, girlfriend, let me tell you something. That is a bunch of crap. We are not guaranteed that we are going to get married and find a great guy who's going to take care of us for the rest of our lives and do right by us and have kids and have the right house with the picket fence and all that bull. No, we're not guaranteed that. We found out. So therefore, we have to become our own people and go out and work and maybe even take care of our own children by ourselves sometimes. You know, go out, make the money for the bacon, get the bacon, come home and cook it, and put it on the table.
It's a theme echoed in the film as well. As directed by Forrest Whitaker, Exhale's cynicism and comedy carry all the way into the bedroom. Here, sex scenes are played for laughs.
Does he think he just did something here? I could have had a V8.
Houston was put in a similar position. Her love scenes may come as a surprise to some. They certainly were a surprise to her.
Forrest and I had meetings on this love scene. I was like, okay, Forrest, let me tell you something. This guy's gonna be humping me, you know? And you know, he said, no, Whitney, just think how funny it's gonna be. How funny this is gonna be when women actually remember these moments and remember that they've been there. And he said that. They remember that they've been there. And I thought, I've never been there before. That's never happened to me. I've never had nobody hunt me like that and me not enjoy it. Forget it.
Really?
Oh, yeah, you gotta go. Out of here. Please get up. Go. See ya.
Do you think it's possible to do it all? To have it all?
No. I don't think it's possible to have it all. Who wants it all? It's a lot to handle. I just want just the pieces that are mine, that are good. And then I did it. I closed my eyes and I exhaled.
Sherry Sylvester, CNN, Los Angeles.